In a video I made last week, I talked about how this powerful software called Vue, in addition to Plant Factory, went from being industry standard, used in many Hollywood's biggest projects for about 30 years, to being completely free and available to everyone to use at no cost. But why did they do that exactly? And why no one saw it coming? And most importantly, I want to talk about the challenge that might face this software or these two programs if they don't become open source software. As I said before, in recent years, the story of Vue and Plant Factory took an unexpected turn, one that has a very positive outcome for 3D artists and designers in general. You see, after Bentley Systems acquired ADDONS Software back in 2015, eventually came a point where Bentley had to refocus on its core business, which is infrastructure and engineering software. So in 2024, Bentley made a big announcement. They decided to discontinue further development of Vue in addition to Plant Factory. Also, I can mention some related products, like Plant Catalog, effectively making them as an end of life. This might sound sad, but Bentley handled it in a commendable way. So instead of shelving the product out of reach, they released the final versions for free to the community. In other words, from mid-2024, anyone could download and use Vue and Plant Factory without any cost. Bentley stated that these would be perpetual free licenses, so it is not a limited trial or anything of that sort, but there is a catch. It comes without active support or new features since development has stopped, as you can imagine. The move was part of what they say product line restructuring, at Bentley as they call it, as they shifted focus back to their core engineering software and integrated some of ADDONS technology elsewhere. This free release was great news for 3D artists in general because it opened the door for many possibilities and a new generation of users to play with Vue and Plant Factory. However, there was a catch, as I said. With no ongoing development, there was a risk the software could become outdated. For example, if a new version of 3ds Max or Unreal came out, the old Vue plugins might not work, etc. And the community around Vue and Plant Factory, which had been active for years, definitely didn't want that to happen and to see these tools just die off. So there were discussions in forums, in addition to some groups, about what could happen and what could be done. Bentley Systems then floated an existing idea, open sourcing Vue and Plant Factory. So in late 2025, Bentley publicly announced they were considering making the source code of the software available under an open source license. They even mentioned being in talks with the Academy Software Foundation, which is a reputable organization that hosts and supports open source projects, especially in film and the VFX industry. And they are the maker of OpenXR, OpenColor.io, etc. And they were selected to potentially sponsor this effort, and this news was met with a lot of enthusiasm. As you can see, open sourcing would mean that the community and interested developers could actually update and improve the software themselves, ensuring Vue and Plant Factory continue to work with future tech. For example, open sourcing would allow updating these integration of plugins for the new 3D software updates and versions, and maintaining things like Unreal Engine compatibility down the line. And Bentley talked about that an open source Vue and Plant Factory could become an alternative to some commercial tools like SpeedTree for VFX and game development studios. So it becomes basically a free and community-driven option for digital nature creation. One important point I want to talk about, which is that Bentley noted that there was some usual legal obstacles that often prevent companies from open sourcing old software, which has been cleared in this case. You see, often commercial software rely on third-party licensed code that cannot be freely released, but in this case, they apparently managed to sort it out to remove such code for Vue and Plant Factory, which is why open sourcing became feasible. They did, however, want to guard user interest to get back before committing fully. And the good thing, the user interest was definitely there, because many in the community actually voiced support, basically saying yes, please open source it, we will even help. So Bentley set up an email contact for people to express support or willingness to contribute, showing that they were serious about taking this community-driven route. As for the latest info, by early 2026, the open source transition is underway. Although the code wasn't publicly available yet at the time of writing, there has been some progress and updates from individuals involved in this effort. A former ADDONS and Bentley developer who's helping with the transition shared that they are deep into the process of preparing the base code for this release. This includes cleanup of the code, removing any parts that cannot be open sourced, setting up build pipelines, and creating documentation so that new contributors can understand the software. It is actually a large code base, because Vue has decades of development in it, so this prep work is expected to take at least a few months. The goal is to release it under the Apache 2.0, which is a popular license, and it is a permissive open source license, which would allow both hobbyists and companies to use and modify the code freely. The Academy Software Foundation involvement suggests once the code is open sourced, Vue and Plant Factory might become officially hosted projects under the ASWF, giving them a neutral home and governance structure, which is a great thing. This is similar to what happened to other industry tools like OpenVDB or Autodesk OpenRV, and this often leads to a healthier open source project with multiple studios contributing and growing over time. The question is, why did they agree to go open source? In Bentley's own words, they want to ensure these products remain compatible with future versions of other tools and that studios can even add new features themselves. Essentially, Bentley realized while they couldn't continue development in-house, there is a loyal user base that could carry the torch, and by open sourcing these products, they are giving Vue and Plant Factory a shot for a second life, which I salute them for honestly. It is actually a pretty heartwarming outcome, because a lot of times when a software is discontinued, it just fades away and eventually stops working as ecosystems evolve and move on. And here we have the opposite. The community gets to keep it alive and even improve it. There's also an element of altruism in addition to reputation. Let's be real. Bentley's decision to freely release 27 years of Eon's innovation, as they put it, earned them goodwill among artists in addition to designers in the community. And who knows, if the open source project flourishes, Bentley could indirectly benefit from it by being seen as a supporter of the CG community. So it is a win-win in many ways. And there you have it, guys. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, please subscribe to this channel to receive more videos like this. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.